Hi everyone. I was planning to do a video like this, more like a year. When we complete a year since I started trying to get my Brine Shrimp Pets back from 20 years ago. But with the Corona situation, I'm seeing some changes that we need to happen and that could affect the maintenance stage that I have reached with my brine shrimps, namely sea monkeys and this year new players, the Aqua Dragons. Okay, so let me see how I can compress under 15 minutes what I want to say. Okay, first of all, this is the first aquarium I started in June 17, so it has more than 10 months. Uh, One of the things I have been a little frustrated is that I have been trying to remove the tint from the color. Excuse me, the color tint from the water, and this is the best I have been able. I have been recommending twice feed the sea monkey food with the sea monkey spoon twice a day, 3 times a week, not 2 days in a row. And I was doing that, and it was working fine, except that I could not make it clearer than this. And you will see why I complain about that. So, this is actually the first aquarium I got. That was a mistake. Summarizing, you can see the videos. I decided to later on make it the gunk receptacle, uh, and from the gunk receptacle uh, came a bunch of eggs hatch. So eventually, I decided to use this as the traditional sea monkey aquarium because the company that was doing the aquariums that I like, this one named Ocean Volcano uh, something, apparently stopped doing it, and this was before, way before the coronavirus situation. So I don't think they will be doing, at least in the near future, more. That is a shame. Anyhow, this is the style of the aquarium since the 1960s, I believe. So I decided to keep them as an example of the traditional sea monkeys aquarium. And anyhow, you really don't need it. You can buy a starter kit. You can do the starter kit of the sea monkeys or the starter kit of the aqua dragons. And although I could not find the documentation, I was able to test it. Although, like now, I top it off uh, to get a upper bound number. I found that as top it off as is right now, that actually you should not do it because if you bump it, water will spill. That it happened to me just a moment ago, and no, forget about using the air pump for in top it off because you will do a big mess. Anyhow, this is about 1 cup and 3/4. I forgot how many ounces is that, but 8 ounces a cup. You do the math. 1 cup and 3/4. This is 2 cups and a little more. Not much. I recall it was barely an ounce more when I check it out. And this one is almost exactly a 2 cup when it's full. Don't let the shape and smaller size fool you. as full as it is right now, is almost is essentially 2 cups. But in the other videos, let me, where is the squiggly? There's the squiggly. They said to fill it up to this point. Actually, I do not fill it to that point. Normally, I fill it to where you see the borderline of the algae that is here. But there is a reason for that, and I mention why I believe they say to not fill it too much with that squiggly. Anyhow, July 17, then a little later, you can see in the videos why I started these two, investigating some information I learned from trans science and some issues that there were, and a company named Big Time Toys, and then the latest distributor named Chilling, and that's why I got these two. And eventually I continued learning more and more, and the Aqua Dragons came in the radar. So I decided, well, since I have checked the previous one, let's check these new guys. So on July 21st, I got these guys, and as you can see, they are doing great. Okay, so anyhow, I was doing a lot of experimenting. I was trying to do a mix and match with the food and the schedule and stuff. For the sea monkeys, they went fine, but when I started doing the mix and match, not so well for the Aqua Dragons. Actually, the first generation, the previous generation up to this one, all the adults died. So you can see that reported also in the previous videos. So at the end, I took the instructions of the company that does Aqua Dragon to heart, and at this time I had the air pump, and seeing how the air pump prompted the hatching of the eggs here, I decided to reduce the feed. Actually, for the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I did not feed at all, and every day I would put the air pump in there for between 5 to 15 minutes, and eventually eggs started hatching, and it was very cloudy. You can see it in previous videos, the one that I documented this, and eventually once the hatch is grown, you can see that the females, all the females have eggs. They are babies that you can see in the video. So I not mixing and matching anymore. I'm keeping it to strictly Aqua Dragons food. One Aqua Dragon spoon 3 times a week, not 2 days in a row. And I have been doing, I think at this point, like a month, and you can see how the water have cleared and how great they are doing. So this is a little more than 9 months. Oh yes, I was able to get food directly from Transcience. At last, the website seamonkeys.com. You can order online, and definitely they have improved a lot the service since when I had done the 90s. But there are some concerns. You can see in my video about trans science when I ordered why I'm concerned, especially with the coronavirus. But I got the grow quickly. I have another packet open, and I have been using it for over 3 weeks, and I really believe that it's helping them to grow. I was not feeding them at all. I would simply would churn the stuff. So there were particles with the air pump, particles of algae and stuff. But I think they're growing faster. So hopefully I will be able to hatch most of the eggs before I do the big cleaning. And this, my goal that I hope to do eventually, as you can see, this and this still have a tint. Meanwhile, this is quite clear, and this still a little hazy, but much better than these two. So instead of the two sea monkey spoons that I was recommending per day, 3 times a week, I started a month ago, and I'm only doing one. But as you can see, it improved, but the tint, that hue, the color is not improving. So I think this is the best I will get of maintenance. Oh yes, the water. As you can see, I'm not putting the caps on it since I came back from the holidays. It's fine with me. I essentially put a liter of water. I don't know how much one bottle lasts, but I have to put. I put a liter of water 2 times a week, like Wednesday and Sunday. I'm missing something, and my time is running almost out. Okay, anyhow. Okay, so the last thing in the two previous videos, I mentioned my concerns about the food. I got new food. It should arrive on Friday. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I will be testing that here. So I don't know the consequences of that. Another thing that will be hopefully in or before the next video is hopefully I will be able to no more juveniles or eggs hatching here. So I will be able to toss away all these algae and stuff in here, because hopefully there will be very little or no eggs at all to hatch. And last, I will remove the algae from the walls, because I hope that they grow again. And I will move it, all of it, to here. And yes, first I will move all the sea monkeys are here to here. So I'm hoping that making this the new gunk receptacle, and hence the new hatchery / nursery, it will be able to clear it. So if that works, then down the road I will repeat the process with this. I don't think I will be ever making this a gunk receptacle, because I will be mixing things. And with the experience that happened the last time, I'm keeping as pure Aqua Dragons with food. I have not moved any of the sea monkeys here. I don't plan to do it. The only thing I will do is, yes, I will move the gunk out, and I will allow the Aqua Dragon eggs mix with the sea monkeys, but this aquarium will be as Aqua Dragon for itself as it will be. No more sea monkeys food. If I cannot get the food, because apparently they are having problems, and this is my last packet, I think I might try the new food that I did in the previous video. I will get supposedly this Friday, but we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, this is the situation before the next step, that I will be experimenting with things, and as you can see, all of them are doing relatively good. Okay, so stay safe and healthy, everyone, and see you in the next video.